A pipe burst in Recknitz Hall, mice, mold, and insects have students and faculty concerned. Plus, the Intercultural Center is kicking off Black History Month. All this and more on this episode of Hawk TV News. It was a busy and successful weekend for Monmouth sports. A familiar matchup for Monmouth's quarterback Derek Robertson was underway on Saturday, September 14th, as the Hawks traveled to Maine to face Robertson's former team. With 7 catches for 227 yards, wide receiver Josh Derry led Monmouth to their first win of the season against the University of Maine in a dominating 51-22 final score to open CAA play. The Hawks wasted no time finding their momentum and scored the first 3 touchdowns of the game, all under the first 15 minutes of play. Running back Sonny Ento secured Monmouth's first touchdown of the day as he capped off a 75-yard opening drive with a 4-yard run into the end zone. After a fake to Ento, quarterback Derek Robertson found tight end Jack Neary for an 11-yard connection, and then tight end Marcus Middleton on a 25-yard pass for his first career touchdown.
Hello everyone, I'm Mairead Spellacy, joined here with my co-host Dan Yazurski. Both teams are resuming to CAA play today, Monmouth coming off 2 historical wins and Delaware looking to stay undefeated.
Both teams coming into this one on winning streaks. Monmouth on a 3-game winning streak, they're 3-2. Delaware 4 straight wins. They've been really good this year, and this might be the toughest test Monmouth actually has to play all season.
It certainly will. Let's take a look at Delaware's last matchup against Sacred Heart.
It was a remarkable weekend for Monmouth football as they secured their 3rd consecutive win, this time over Fordham. After making history with the Hawks' first ever win over an FBS team, they returned home to prepare for Fordham and ultimately win 63-21. The 63 points scored was once 49 just before halftime, which set a program record for most points in a half since facing LaSalle in 2005.
And with such power in Delaware's offense, this is really where Monmouth's defense is going to come in. They have a younger defensive team, but as Coach Callahan said, they're a work in progress. And he said what's really going to be important for Monmouth's defense is going to stay defensively sound in this matchup. He said they don't want to give up any big plays, and they're going to do that by control and awareness.
For the 4th time in Monmouth history, Monmouth is sending an athlete to the Olympics. Former Monmouth University track and field star Brian Sosu will be one of the 8 U.S. men's team members and one of 6 push athletes on the 25-26 U.S. Olympic bobsled team. During his time at Monmouth, Sosu won 3 conference titles in the 60-meter dash during his time at Monmouth, while setting the school record in the 60-meter dash with a time of 6.71 seconds set at the 2016 MAC Indoor Championship. Sosu's success began even prior to the collegiate level, where he was the state champ in his home state of Maryland in the 55-meter and triple jump.
To run some big yards in an open field.
Right. Last year, Nelson had 15 rushing yards, and this year, so far, he has 247. So definitely a huge adjustment and such a big year for him this year. And as you mentioned, Ento is so strong and powerful, and he really can score. And so I think that's going to be super important going up against Fordham's defense. So stick around here on the Monmouth Digital Network when we come back next with Monmouth's defensive players and Fordham's offensive players.
In the FCS.
Right. Something I want to point out that Coach Callahan said when we talked to him is Derek Robertson's intelligence on and off the field, but how he really can apply it on the field and look out for that defense and be able to escape it.
Students at Monmouth University have been reporting issues with mice, mold, and insects across campus. Reagan Dunn, a senior living in the Great Lawn Apartments, reported multiple encounters with mice in his apartment. He said one mouse ran out from under the couch into the kitchen, and despite traps and bait, the problem continued. Exterminators were called, and the situation is now under control. His suite mate, Miles Humphrey, believes the university could be more proactive. He said it would make more sense to sweep all the apartments over break. It's the university's job to make sure students are taken care of.